"Linzell," he said sharply. "How the hell do you know my name?" he demanded. The words escaped her. She could proffer no sound resolution as she waved her hands in front of her and stumbled to find the terms that would calm the trespasser. Searching in desperation for the right phrases, Jasmine slinked back away from the suspect, who was now squaring off, slowly making his approach. She hesitated. "You what?" he snarled. "I've seen you around before," she finally managed, as she had now backed herself against the foot of the bed. "Well, we can't have that now, can we?" Before Jasmine could manage any other thought, Linzell's anger surged. Clenching his teeth, Linzell could feel the rage radiating from his inner being, springing outward to every limb. Without any thought, he suddenly drove the palms of his hand against Jasmine's chest, knocking her backwards onto the bed. No sooner had she gasped for breath than she felt Linzell's body suddenly weighing atop of hers, her mouth smothered by the clenching grip that prevented her from taking in much-needed air. Jasmine witnessed the wrath in Linzell's eyes, a dark madness she had never seen exhibited by any other human being now masked and possessed the man who had failed to announce his intentions. His eyes were bulging blood-red as he intently focused on the fear portrayed in her expression as Linzell came down hard with a forcing blow to the side of her abdomen. Jasmine felt the breath escape her as she now struggled to draw in air. No sooner had she contemplated she needed to wrestle herself free than the second blow came to her chest. The force from the pounding assault masked the grave reality she was now facing. As the suspect delivered the third blow to her chest, her eyes caught a glint of light flickering off the edge of the blade. She realized Linzell was thrusting deep into her body. With her subconscious kicking in, her mind now allowed her body to feel the deep searing sensation from the razor-sharp stainless steel blade. As the fourth blow fell into a new location in her chest, Jasmine felt her body growing weak as a numbness radiated throughout every limb. The room suddenly felt distant as a sense of fainting now overwhelmed her. Her consciousness only recognized a nudging as the subject delivered the fifth and sixth blows. A peaceful calm, unlike anything she had ever experienced, now became prominent throughout her thoughts, though she felt the warm sensation of fluids beginning to pour out of her wounds. Jasmine allowed her head to fall back onto the bed, looked past her attacker and up towards the ceiling fan. The spinning fan and brilliant light slowly became bleary as Jasmine slipped into a dark, peaceful abyss from which she would never return. Loaded down with bags of groceries and a weighty leather satchel barely hanging on her left shoulder, Nicole burst through the door and strained to keep her parcels secured in her arms until she reached the kitchen counter. She carefully placed the bags upon the countertop and flung her satchel onto the empty kitchen chair. She then found the television remote just where she had left it on the short kitchen counter that separated the kitchen from the living room. With a flick of the small red power button, Nicole found the station already tuned to the last 20 minutes of the Oprah Winfrey Show, John Travolta and the cast of Hairspray. Why would anybody want to miss this? After she caught a snippet of the conversation between Oprah and Queen Latifah, Nicole grabbed the banister at the base of the stairs and made her firm announcement. "I picked up some rotisserie chicken and potato salad at the store. You ready for dinner?" Nicole turned her attention back to the broadcast and tried desperately to catch up on the lost 40 minutes that had thankfully been captured by her DVR. The bright red light confirmed that her favorite show was being recorded. "Hey, you up?" she asked, leaning over the railing. With her questions unanswered, Nicole bounded up the stairs to see if Jasmine had taken to one of her lazy day spells and was lounging in bed throughout the dreary day. "I swear you better not have been in bed all day," she said in half-jest. As Nicole reached the top of the stairs, she noticed Jasmine's door slightly ajar, as an unusual stale and stagnant odor caused her to exercise caution in her next few steps. With a slight tilt of her head, Nicole peered in between the crack of the door and saw Jasmine's legs hanging off the end of her bed. "I knew it," she said as she quickened her pace and flung the bedroom door open. "You been in bed all—" "Jasmine!"